my name is Julie and welcome to my channel. Today I will do the Booktube Newbie Tag and some questions from the Uniq tag, and I'm gonna leave all the links in the description below. What is your name and the name of your channel? My name is Julie and the name of my channel is Strix Alico Books. What does the name of your channel mean? Strix Alico is the Latin name for cat owls. I'm gonna leave a photo here so you can see what they look like. And I have quite an obsession with owls, so it seems fitting for me. Where are you from? I'm from Norway, and as you can hear, English is not my first language, but I hope I'm doing okay. What will your channel be about? This will be a combined booktube and bullet journal channel. Is this your first channel? No, it's not, but this is the first one I'm taking seriously. What are you most excited about for this new channel? I hope I can get into the booktube community and get to have conversations about books with other book lovers. 3 things we should know about you. Number 1, I have dyslexia. Not that it's have any meaning really, but if you see any writing mistakes, it's probably that. Number 2, English is not my first language. And number 3, I was in the army in 1 year. 3 reasons anyone should subscribe to your channel. Do you like books? Do you like bullet journals? Do you want to see an awkward girlfriend who can't speak English in front of a camera? Here we go. Or do you have dyslexia and want to see that it's actually possible to still enjoy reading, even though it's a struggle and you're using 100 years to read one book? Top 5 favorite YouTubers. Lily from Superwoman, Cass from Little Book Owl, Reagan from Purse Project, Mikey from Glam and Gore, and Ben and Jay from Super Clay Brothers. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Like I said, I have dyslexia and I have yet to find another dyslexic booktuber. If you know anyone, please let me know, because reading and loving to read and while you're struggling with reading, I don't think that's a subject that has been taken up that much. So yeah, I think that's one thing. But I also watched a video earlier today where Ariel, I'm gonna link it down below, she talks about that booktube has become competitive and more like a sport than a hobby, and that booktubers often read to reach their reading goals or to stay relevant, so they if a book is old, they're not necessarily reading that book because it's not hyped or anything. I'm not gonna be a part of that part of booktube because I have a bookshelf full and I'm only read 1 shelf on them, and I'm not gonna abandon all those books just because they are not hyped or relevant anymore. I want to be a booktuber that don't read because a book is relevant or hyped or anything like that. I want to read a book because I want to read it, and I want to read a book. I want to talk about the book because I have read it and loved it or hated it or have another strong feelings about it. Why do you love reading? Besides the part when you go into a different world, you can escape reality and you go so much deeper in a story than if you watch a TV series or a movie. I really love reading because every book I read becomes a trophy because I have overcome the struggle of reading with dyslexia. I have a little sister that is 3 years younger than me, and when she started school at 6 years old, she read faster than me. And I used 2 minutes to read 1 page, just to give you a brief example of how my dyslexia is. Besides that, I have read I read 25 books last year. That's a big accomplishment for me. Yeah, every book becomes a trophy, and I have read a whole trophy shelf full of trophies on my bookshelf, and that's amazing. I read 2 shelves actually because I've read Harry Potter as well. Where do you read? Where I'm most in the reading zone when I'm commuting to my school, because I study an hour away So I always bring a book with me, or I listen to an audiobook. And I also always listen to audiobooks when I do errands and things like that. And then besides that, I read on the couch and in the bed and like everyone else. What books or series got you into reading? The first series I actually read by myself was this one. It's Four Friends by Kjetil Johnsen. It's a murder mystery for teens, and I read it in 2012, so I don't know what I think about it now, but it is opening with one of these four friends finding another of these four friends dead, and it's just that one chapter, and we don't know who was who, and then you have to read 10 books to find out. And that was in 2012, but when I was finished with this one, I was overreading by then. But about, I think a year later, I was on vacation with my best friend and her family and my family, and she was reading when we was on the beach and things like that. So I didn't want to like stare in the ocean alone while she was in a different world. So I asked my parents if they can buy me a book, and we was just like in one of those souvenir shops that had some Norwegian books, and I picked up this one. It's I Love New York by Lindsay Kelk, and it's one of those bag of fun books and really cliche and things like that, but I got really into the book and sat by the dinner table. I remember my friend asking me to put the book down because I was like all in it. So she was actually the reason that inspired me to reading and inspired me to pick up a book. So thanks to you. And after that I made a Goodreads and actually started to read. What question would you ask your favorite booktubers? How do you get the time to read that much? And how fast do you actually read? Because I can't compare because you read twice as fast as me. And I want to, like, can I browse your bookshelf? I really want to do it because I know you have good taste. Can I borrow some books a week, baby? That would be really good. What challenges do you think starting a book channel will be the hardest to overcome? On top of my head, it's consistency and not quoting other YouTubers or booktubers, like with their opening or ending sessions. What books do you like to read? I find some of my favorite books, just to give you some examples. I read contemporary and fantasy and historical fiction, and yeah. So Fangirl, my first big book hangover was from Fangirl. I like put that book down and just, I can't be in this world anymore, and it's terrible. Yeah, so I think it's really good. And then, like almost every other booktuber, I have The Book Thief as one of the most beautiful books ever, and I hope Beth can write more books because it was an amazing narrator. I see a world from that perspective, and I have based school projects on just like some of the first lines, and first the colors, then the humans. That's usually how I see things. I have based a whole school project on that one because it's an amazing book, and I need to read this. Next one is The Name of the Wind, or The Kingkiller Chronicles by Patrick Rothfuss. This one was, I think, one of my favorite books from last year. I read so many good books last year, so I can't decide, but this one is amazing, and read it if you like Harry Potter and Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings, because it's all this combined, and he's haven't yet to release the last books, and it's so annoying. I listened to it on audiobook, and then I needed to pick it up because I was using this one as well in the school project. Another book that I really loved is this big boy. Strange the Dreamer by Lanny Taylor. This one is also really good, and it's a fantasy, I think. Yeah, it's fantasy. Do you have any tips or advice for others who are just starting a YouTube channel? Go to your favorite YouTubers and see their earlier videos if they have the first video out, because if you feel awkward in front of a camera now, like I do, then they are pretty awkward as well. Just like the biggest YouTubers are still, they started as we did, and it's encouraging to see that I'm not the only one who's awkward in front of the camera and not used to that and looking everywhere else. So cheers to you there. That was all the questions, and I hope you liked this video, and if you got any more questions for me, just leave it down below. I would love to talk to you in the comments. I hope you have a nice day and night wherever you are in the world, and like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you.